Hi, Mind Phantom. Yeah, you're first. The first one in chat today, so I hope you are not too tired today. That's hot. Alright. So let's get onward with this. I've been excited like a lot about continuing this picture. Not as tired as usual, so you had a lot of coffee, or did you sleep very, very well? Thank you so much. Thank you. So I think I finally figured out what was missing on my palette. Because I worked so much with indigo, I should have used the complementary color to indigo, which is ochre. Okay, so this still doesn't work out. I had hoped that I would be able to do this without black. Seems like I can do that. But never mind. Alright. But it's okay. I still have very good colors for transitioning. Mind Phantom, you're like a guy who uses multi-twitch, I guess? So, just out of interest, how many artists are you like watching right now? Yeah, you. You're the only guy right here who's called Mind Phantom. That's very kind of you. Right now, I mean, I will remember you. Thank you so much for the offer. My stream is like moderately small still, so I think the mods I have already here, they are doing a great job. And I don't want to get this like, reach a critical mass of mods in the stream, actually, if you know what I mean. Could probably be less helpful than you'd think. I should put it like that. Hey Crisco, thank you so much for the host. How are you today? Are you adjusting well to your new glasses? Also, another thing, Mind Phantom, I, like, how do I put this? I'll whisper it to you. All right. I am very fine. Thank you so much. And it's good to hear that you are getting on with your glasses just fine. Okay. Yeah, Mind Phantom. I didn't want to talk about that again because it was a very like unpleasant experience, and yeah. Now you know what that was all about, probably. Oops. Thank you, Mind. I thought you had like picked up on that in the other stream by yourself. So, never mind. How's the weather here? It's surprisingly pleasant for the 23rd of December in Germany. It's usually less pleasant at this time of year, but it's even kind of warm outside. And it doesn't pour for once. So, Crisco, how's the weather while we are all talking about the weather here? How's the weather in Bulgaria? So, is it raining there as well? What? That's a lot of, that's a whole bunch of channels you want. What are you guys doing for Christmas? I guess, Crisco, on which day do you guys in Bulgaria celebrate Christmas? Because I know, like, in the Netherlands, I'm sorry, pronunciation, they actually already celebrate on December 6th, and we in Germany mainly celebrated on December 24th, and on most of the world they celebrate on December 25th, I think so. Ah, alright. That's interesting, thank you. Do you have any special traditions there that you don't have in other countries? I'm just asking out of interest. I think it's fascinating how traditions are different, basically, in different countries or even areas. Alright, that sounds really good. I will be basically doing the same tomorrow. We are going to my grandparents. I'm gonna have a lot of cake. Thank you so much for the host. Yeah, I know. Most countries celebrate on the 25th. I think my mind was blown as a child when I found out that it's not the same everywhere in the country, and that's when it kind of clicked, because I learned stuff like that very, very easily, because I was watching a lot of documentaries when I was a kid, due to my dad, that they actually wasn't a Santa, because all of these different times and also the wrapping paper my mom used was the same on my birthday and on Christmas, so I put that together pretty early. I was kind of shocked though about like the lie, but I totally understood why they did it. Okay. I forgot again that I'm wearing nail polish, which is kind of problematic if you want to work with acetone. Awesome. Sketch pen, yeah, that sounds familiar. I don't know if I have like chatted with that dude. Mind Phantom, you like also mod Tsuchikuchi, right? And she is a streamer whose channel I always like wanted to catch. And although I am subscribed, I never see her online. When does she stream? What's Banika and Kozunak? I get what meatballs are though. I'm just asking. She's on right now. I don't believe it. No, I can't go to her right now. That's frustrating. I was told she was so amazing with leatherworking, and obviously I'm interested in that myself because I do pyrography and haven't done any leather burning yet, so I wanted to see how that works. Oh, she's only here for 1 year. Yeah, that figures. That figures. All right. Yeah, she probably needs your support very much. I Paint Creatures is very smitten by her, I think. Awesome! I guess you already heard about me from the IPC streams, because he gives a lot of shoutouts all the time. Mind Phantom, can you hear me? Do you do, like you say, you are the mod of so many creative streamers, and I think that's awesome. You really get to know the community. Do you do creative stuff yourself? Or are you just a person, I mean just with, like these? Or are you a person that just enjoys watching art a lot? This painting is difficult. I bet most of you can see from the reference how difficult it just is. Alright. You mainly help setting up boards. Ah, and you love Twitch Creative. That makes sense. Yeah, that's a fascinating art form. Alright, Crisco, see you later. Cool. Awesome. I personally enjoy very relaxing streams a lot. Like the other day I found this guy Fiend is his name. He's awesome. And yeah, the last 3 days I've been in his stream and he has a voice like you wouldn't believe. Also, that's what I wanted to tell you. I have a guy like that as well who is like you and helps streamers all the time, especially noobs like me. And I bet you know that guy. You probably even mod the same channels because he also does a few. His name is Mocap and he's actually sometimes modding here. Thing is, he's from Canada, so when I get offline he just crawls out of bed usually. You can whisper that to me if you like, or like post it in chat even, but I can't watch it right now. I can only... So you better whisper that to me because the chat will be gone. I can't watch that stuff. My computer is not good enough. Even like opening a JPEG is hard for my PC when I'm streaming. Hey Max Quest! Hey, how are you? Mike, you haven't told me in a while like how your drawing is going. Oh, thank you so much, Mike. Thank you. Now for the lips and then I can move on. This will settle down, the glow will settle down when it dries. So don't worry about that if you do. Okay. Whoa, you have been busy. Why don't you show me something of your progression? I would be interested in seeing that. So you might be coming back to Reddit Gets Drawn probably, now that that is finished, right? Okay. other than what you've posted on Twitter. So why haven't I seen that? Am I not following you? I thought I was following you. If I'm not, I will do so after the stream. Also, it could be because I'm using TweetDeck. Maybe it doesn't show this stuff, all of this stuff. Hey Griever Ellie, how are you? That's smart, Mike. That's very smart. Especially with stuff that interests you, you should deepen your learning experience. On the other hand, I should just finish another area instead. Okay, I will do that. Thank you. Thank you. I will look at that later. Awesome. Mike, I will definitely check later if I have followed you. And I know how weird this picture must look to you guys. Must be looking very, very weird. Because I didn't actually add the Christmas lights yet. Hey Zany Zane! I don't know if you, when you followed me, I saw that in my emails if I was still online when you followed. So thank you very much for the follow. That's awesome. Thank you for the compliment, Mind Phantom. And hi, Neck. How are you? Seen any like spaceships fly into sky again today? Like seriously, how often does that happen? Alright, Zany, what is your medium gonna be? What is, like, will you pick up watercolors or acrylics or oils even? What's your plan? Ah, yeah, that's a common problem. There, isn't it? Being abducted every week or so must be like annoying to deal with. Okay, I need a harder brush. Alright. You don't understand like the language of art, or what do you mean? And you want to get into surrealism. Not too bad, that doesn't work anymore. Or just barely. Ah, this is the right one. Hang on a second, guys. I need to do stuff. Alright. Did you ever like do something artistic in like the what's it called? Like for fine art, basically? Did you do comics or paint a few flowers? Do you have any kind of background in painting? right, I need to. Yeah, on the other hand, if you can wait that long, it will certainly be explained in class as well. Let me know if you have any questions though. I'm happy if I can help you with your process of learning how to draw. So the little cables here, which I crudely sketched in there, they will be shaded later. First of all, I just need them to be there. Okay, in case anyone wonders what I am doing right now, I'm preparing, always preparing for the third layer. I'm basically using dry brush technique for that because it's so nice and controlled. And it works by applying just a tiny bit of paint to your brush, and then you rub it into your canvas or paper or whatever you are working on. Like, for example, you could also do that on wood. It's a very variable technique, which you can also use in watercolor or oils. I'm using oils, sorry. Acrylics, although I don't do acrylics. So one is here and one is right next to that here. Yes. First of all, I really prefer how oil works, how long it stays workable and all that stuff, how you can influence it by using certain chemicals. It's just that you get an unlimited amount of possibilities with oils. Acrylics are also like kind of a canvas medium, if you know what I mean, for big pictures and the stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mind Phantom. I know it's you who is hosting. Thank you so much. But first of all, I don't work in acrylics because I dislike how they feel. No problem at all. Thank you so much. So I hate how they feel against my fingertips. That's the main reason I don't work with acrylics. have to look very closely where I put stuff right now. Right. Alright, here was one that I haven't put the lights in for yet. Alright. What am I going to do next? I need to do like shading first before I go in depth. Oh, 1 second. Alright, before I go on into details and stuff. So, what would be smarter for me to do? I guess the skin area here is probably the smartest thing. Also, I should really correct that area because it's just not right. Hey Mesqua, how are you? So I finally put in some Christmas lights here. Some of the lights she has put around herself. I hope you enjoy a bit. It's kind of a weird Christmas painting, I guess, but I still prefer it to painting a Santa. So let me bring that up to the cam a bit better. And you can see already, because I mixed a medium with linseed oil and thinner, how glossy this is. It will look great later. It's only not good for camera, right? So you can see all these tiny effects in the background. And once they have like thoroughly dried, I can still apply another layer of a darker color, if you know what I mean, to make it more, to give it a bit more atmosphere. Okay, next stage, the chest area. Also, Mesqua, how are you doing? How are you doing? I'm sorry. Please let me know. Oops, I made a mistake. Let's see if I can fix this. All right, that should do. I'm taking cyan blue now to shade her nightshirt, so it differs a tiny bit from the skin. Still, it will be fairly monochrome. That was too much, but never mind. I can just blend it away. Okay. We are not a lot of people right now, so I will take the opportunity of not being many to take a short break. You already know me, I'm not gone for too long. So, and after that I will continue shading the chest area. I hope you guys don't mind. So I will be right back. Thanks for not leaving me, to those who have stayed. Alright, let's get on. Zane, what you just let me know for a second if you're listening again, because I thought about something that could be helpful for you if you want to go into surrealism. Alright, so surrealism deals for the most part with dreams. So it's very helpful for surrealists to have a dream diary. Just every morning after getting up, write down your dreams. God anon utichi ego. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for stumbling over your name, but I hope you feel welcome here. Please let me know if you have any questions. Be happy to answer. So that is, the dream diary is a thing you can do before you actually get into painting or drawing. Nope. The 7 Evil XS, this is not acrylics, this is oil. Oh, no worries about that. There are like, if you like to type on your cell phone as well, there are certain apps that allow you to keep a diary which is secured by your own password and no one can access it. I know there are a few decent Linux programs as well that you can set up, but I have no idea about Windows programs. I'm just telling you that because I actually know a person who had a dream diary for a while. He didn't do it to get into surrealism, but for like the sake of studying his own dreams. But it's still useful to do that for people who like to get in touch with the unconscious side of their being. If you know what I mean. I just had to rectify this area, it wasn't bright enough. Okay, I'll let this dry and then I work on the rest later. Thank you so much, the Evil 7. I'm gonna call you like that. Thank you very much. I can go over like the technique if you want me to, because it is kind of a mixing technique. Let me know which areas of the painting you are most interested in. Like like I did the background with a completely different technique than the rest of the painting. So yeah. Yeah, me too. Zany Zane, me too. Dreams are crazy sometimes. Also, I personally wouldn't even worry about someone reading my diary, especially if it was a dream diary. Stuff in written form is so like off-putting for most people anyways, and dreams are also only relevant to people if they appear in these dreams, so it's like a random photo you took. It's most people only show interest in them if they are in the photo, except when it's like a really good photo. Hey Nick, welcome back. What did you do? Did you get yourself something nice to eat? All right, the evil 7. And I don't want to discourage you with that, Zany Zane. A dream diary should be for you anyways. Another interesting side effect to having a dream diary is that I'm personally not able to, but some people are able to achieve lucid dreams with that technique. Now, if you don't know what lucid dreaming is, it basically means you can make stuff happen consciously in your dreams. The thing is, most people like me are not able to know that they are dreaming, that they are in a dream. But some people can get conscious in their dreams and then make stuff happen that they always wanted to experience. A friend of mine is a lucid dreamer. She sleeps like 12 hours every night just to get all the experiences out. Next, so bad. You can lucid dream. That's awesome. I'm actually envying you a bit. The closest thing I was able to achieve to lucid dreaming was being half aware of a dream. Like, I partially knew I was dreaming, but I still couldn't take charge of the dream. The only thing I managed to do was, like, I was going on a forest way and there was a crossing and I decided consciously which path I wanted to take, and that's all I ever achieved in lucid dreaming. Other people are like able to fly or meet celebrities they always wanted to meet, like personally, if you know what I mean. Like this friend of mine. Yeah. You need to know what you want to do in your dreams. Your lucid dreams are bad. Sounds great and bad. Zany Zane, please elaborate on that. Because you don't need to do evil stuff in your lucid dreams. That's the point of them. You can influence them and make yourself experience non-nightmares, actually. Yeah, but sometimes sometimes it's more than that. Sometimes you get these crazy metaphors in your dream that give you a clearer view of stuff. Oh, right, I wanted to... we can go on talking about lucid dreaming afterwards. I will just explain a little bit about the process right now. So I'm using, to shade the area for the first time, I'm using the dry brush technique, which means I put a tiny amount of paint on my brush and then rub it into the paper. It gives me a huge deal of control and allows me to get close to the hues I want without risking any smearing, you know? So that's why I do it. Also, I like when oil pictures are flat and not loaded with color. Yeah, I don't know, I have never taken LSD, but I'm sure if you are in control of your dreams, it must be kind of similar. Ah, all right. So you only like experience partial lucidity. I'm sorry that that has to be such a negative experience for you. I personally like to sleep, but I probably wouldn't like to if I had nightmares all night. Zany, if you actually want to get into that, I would advise you to look for other means of information than me, because I'm obviously not a lucid dreamer. Now that was too much color, wasn't it? No worries. So I just applied a tiny bit of thinner and made it quite alright again. Alright. Stuff like that happens. I can't answer you that. Since I am obviously not a psychoanalyst, they would probably know a lot more about that. Oops. All right. I actually had the worst nightmares when I was a kid. And my dad, my dad is like a very scientific guy, and he watched documentaries all the time. Preferably like about, what's it called? Called atom bombs. And I watched this one documentary like right before going to bed, and I was so scared of an atom bomb dropping down on my family that I had constant nightmares for like 2 weeks. Before my dad basically explained to me that my nightlight couldn't be an atom bomb because they are quite bigger. So, just some uninteresting side information. Okay. Where is this one? Right. You actually, yeah, you told me like stuff. Your family was very scientific. My dad is a more harmless fella. He works in electroplating in galvanics, basically. I can show you an awesome thing from work if you want to, because I'm working there right now. But only if you're interested in that. But he didn't work on like nightlight-sized atom bombs, right? Because if he did, I will be scared again and suffer all those nightmares again. One second. So we work there with copper baths, and like space shuttle stuff gets put in there to get a very fine plating of copper, basically. Also more usual stuff, not necessarily like highly scientific stuff, although they do that a lot. And in these baths, the copper sometimes gathers in like remote spaces and doesn't get found for a while, and so these come into existence. This is a copper flower, and it was basically created by copper sticking to like the wall or something, and then in fractals more and more layered down onto that. So that's a copper flower, and they grow in copper baths. This is actually Crisco's copper flower, but I haven't sent it to him yet. I only thought it would probably be interesting to see for some of you. Ah, alright. right. Yeah, I get that it was like secret. Yeah, it totally looks like a coral. It even grows similar to coral. Um, you want to know the truth about me and Instagram? It's kind of silly. Um, so I tried several times to set up an Instagram account. I really did. But every time I tried, I noticed anew that my smartphone just isn't smart enough for Instagram. It can't run the app. It just can't. And then I tried to work around it on my computer, but that didn't work either. So that's the reason why I don't have Instagram. Also, the mantled maven, thank you so much. Thank you for compliment. I personally think they are amazing. I mean, I have grown up with these things and I still find them fascinating. You know, the only piece of jewelry, I'm sorry. Oh, my pronunciation is so silly, I'm sorry. Thank you so much for the follow, Evil. So, the only piece of jewelry I wear is this galvanized coffee bean. It's actually gilded, so there's a real coffee bean inside, inside of the gold plating. And my dad does that too. All kinds of crazy stuff, like if he finds a dead hornet, he will prepare it and galvanize it. So we have a few like golden or copper colored hornets in my parents' house. One Christmas, I'm only telling you guys that because it's kind of season relevant right now, he decided, it was so funny, he decided to galvanize lychees as, you know, lychees, these tiny fruits with the horns on the outside. He decided to galvanize them. So we hung them onto the small Christmas tree and everything was alright. And like on the second Christmas day or something, we noticed that it's smelling kind of funny. So what my dad didn't account for is that rotting lychee juice is so acidic that it eats through the plating and it dripped like all over the floor and everything. But it looked amazing. Ah, yeah, mantle raven, I found that out. Oh, Evil, I will get it one day. I mean, I just need a smartphone and then I will get Instagram. Ah, you wanted to do marine biology. That's interesting. It's kind of funny. All people in my class at one stage, like in elementary school, said they wanted to be a marine biologist and study dolphins. Mantled Raven, if you ever want like critique on one of your pieces, let me know. You don't need right now permission to post stuff. And hello Tutafei, how are you? I'm so glad you're around, like the third time in a row. And I just thought I should use the opportunity to get on with this painting as long as I have time. So... And Nichols wants a a galvanized watermelon. Yeah, that probably wouldn't be like the best tree jewelry. It's too heavy. Ah, alright. Oh, you see the pain in her eyes. Oh, she's so cute. I love kitties. I really do. Tutafei, how are you? I guess with the watermelons, the same thing as with the lychees might happen. Yeah, I didn't know you were a streamer, but then again, I haven't asked you. I will give you a watch sometime. I followed you. Yes, of course, Eva. Just post it if you like. Yeah, the cat matches the blanket. Ah, alright. You're a good person, Tutafei. Let me know if you need to AFK, just so I know that you are not here, basically. I don't want to keep you from anything, if you know what I mean. From important stuff like that. Yeah, sure. If you can take critique, I will give you critique. It's that simple. You know, there are a whole lot of artists that can't seem to take critique, and I don't mean like it's like ill formulated critique. I mean like any critique, no matter how nice you say it. And I think if you are able to take critique, it makes you automatically a better artist. Because if you like don't take it, you might get stuck at a certain stage of your creation process and never what's the word, like evolute, I don't know, from that. Another person who is amazing at taking critique is, and I would appreciate a shout out at that place if anyone is listening, is Silicon Bleach. He's very good with critique. He like soaks it into his system and creates something beautiful from it and learns from it. But then again, he's also exceptionally talented and a very fun dude. So follow him if you like. He's amazing. Alright. Alright, Tutafei, thank you. That's appreciated. Just so I know that you are AFK. That's everything. Yeah, and that's the right approach, Mantle Maven. Oh, she looks cool. She looks cool. So, Evil, is that, I mean, I can, that's acrylics, right? The one thing about this piece I would actually criticize are, like her pupils are too small. She, eyes get a bit more expressive if you put bigger pupils in there. So that's kind of missing out on the connection a viewer can have to your piece. If you make the pupils bigger and like the eyes more shiny in general, they will dig it like 100% more. And so you wanted critique, right? Because I honestly want to give you some here, because you are indeed talented, and I especially like how you worked with the blue and the green. That looks awesome. Especially the part on her shoulder is very, very good. And also the gap between the lips could be a bit darker, but that's all I'm gonna say to this piece. And the second one, 1 second, give it time to load. Now this is very much Jugendstil, very Jugendstil, you know, like, or Art Deco is probably even more precise. So again, I would, if I were you, opt for a bigger, like, I don't even see the iris in this. I would put an iris in there and leave the rest as it is. I love the necklace in this. The necklace is like superb, superbly done. Alright. You are indeed talented, the Evil 7XS, or however you want me to pronounce that. I hope you don't get discouraged by what I just said. I think I'm giving you such a broad critique because I think that you could profit from that. Okay, okay. If you have specific questions about your pieces, you can also just write that in chat and I can probably help with that as well. The thing is, when you draw people or creatures, anything that has eyes basically, it becomes like the most important part of the picture, if you want it or not, because that's the area where a person looks first. So if that is spot on, the rest doesn't even matter that much. But it's the main part of attention, so you want that part to be as expressive as you can make it. I hope it didn't come across as bad stuff, because you do quite well already, so. And I personally hate that as well, if you ask for critique and nothing is coming from people. Zane, I think so as well. Critique is the only, like, method of improving, really. Even if you only critique yourself. Sometimes it's easier, though, to take it from another person. Because sometimes I tend to be like that. You beat yourself up over like a tiny thing, which other people won't even think is like there. I did that a lot. So by asking other people for critique, you also eliminate the risk of over-critiquing yourself a bit, if you know what I mean. Yeah, definitely a vicious circle. Do you want in on a secret? Evil, neither am I. I have like a few pictures that I'm generally pleased with and where I think, whoa, you created that, that's amazing. But really, really few of everything I have created so far. Okay, yeah, that's again something. Some people just stick realism, I think, and that's completely understandable. But if you like art, creating art deco stuff better than like creating realistic portraits like me, and it's your thing, then it's not their place to criticize that. It's a matter of choice. If you want to create something more realistically, let me know. I just assumed that this was also like your style and yeah, just how you are as an artist. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Mantled Raven, and I know about that from experience. All right. Yeah, a lot of that comes from experience, from getting the routine of like, if you want to draw a figure, a human figure from imagination, and you can't get it down without reference, the basic exercise you have to learn is drawing stickman, like these simplistic, how do I call it? Stick figures. Do I have it around here? And do a lot of them, like a whole lot, a whole book full of them. Just every day practice these stick figures until you have it inside your brain how that works out. And then you are ready to draw figures from imagination. But it's totally fine if you want to get into drawing what is there first. I would never like criticize that, because I also like painting what is there. Thank you so much, Mind Phantom. So maybe it's just not your thing, who knows? Maybe you also need to work on your patience with yourself. That's a very important skill as an artist, that you are patient with yourself, that you take it easy. Don't expect yourself to become Picasso overnight. The thing is, like, if you, for example, I played a lot of World of Warcraft, and from these computer worlds you learn instant reward like crazy. And it's very hard to focus onto something that doesn't give you like instant gratification all the time. Creating art is one of these things that require you to work for a while without instant gratification, without like everyone telling you how good you are receiving gold or get a whole load of experience. Well, the experience you can always get, but the rest completely different than like in these computer games. Your first name is Pablo and you are salty now. Is it really Pablo, or is it because I talked about Picasso? Because I will call you Pablo then. Mantled Maven, actually I do that, but it has more to do with drying times. I usually have 2 pictures going on all the time. Like right now, next to this piece, I have this. So every time I have too much drawing time, I can get on with this pyrography, which has the great advantage of not having to dry. So I do it too, but I do it for a different reason. So you can see I have a lot of work to do on this. But that's how it is when you like attempt to do a layered oil painting. It's always work. It is I Paint Creatures. That's his creature of me. He sent it to me via email. And I traced it to the paper because I wanted it to stay in his style, actually. Pablo, if you enjoy doing portraits, that's like everything that counts. If you find out about yourself, for example, that you, for some odd reason, are totally into painting ships, you should do that instead. Well, patience is learnable. If you really want to learn patience, you can be patient. It's not like a God-given attribute. I, for example, learned patience because my sister is handicapped, and naturally, even as a kid, I had to be patient. With her, with my parents, with everyone. So I'm actually a very patient person. And later I deepened that skill by explaining my classmates stuff we learn in school, because I was a huge nerd, if you know what I mean. Like, I did all the homework every time, and except in physics and mathematics, I always knew what was going on. So I helped a lot of people with their school problems. And that has taught me even more patience. Alright, let me catch up with the chat for a while. I mean, we are talking about important stuff. Alright. I think you're just the kind of person, Pablo, who enjoys starting stuff more than ending it. I'm the complete opposite. I enjoy ending stuff way more than starting stuff. Cutthroat Joe, no, this is oil paintings. Zany Zane asks why PaleSienna. Well, look at me and you have your answer. Yeah, she's probably right about that. I know a guy, I mean, he's still alive, I just haven't seen him in a while. He was a terrible instrument hoarder. Like, he had 20 or 30 guitars around. Like, he bought them real cheap and then they were there, and he basically only played like his favorite guitars anyway, so it was kind of pointless. So he forced himself to sell all of these guitars and only have 10 guitars at a time in his house. This painting is hard. About there's more enjoying to start something stuff. Yeah, that wasn't too hard. I mean, I had a fail rate of like 50%. I'm not a mind reader, is what I want to say with that. And maybe that can help you like a bit. You hoard painting frames. That's hilarious. This is so, I don't even know why. It's probably because it has all these weird lightings in there, and I really doing a portrait like this for the first time ever with such experimental lighting. It's hard. I constantly look at the chat because I actually like to get distracted on this. Well, let's keep focused. The further I progress, the more I think yellow is a problem. I may even like take it off again. Except like on the body it's alright there, because it will get partially covered by blues anyway. Yeah, yellow is a problem in this. If you like compare my working thing with the original, with the reference below the stream, okay, just compare it. You find the original reference picture below the stream, and you will see what I mean. What time do I usually stream at? Like this time? I usually start at 1 o'clock EST +1. I don't know in which time zone you are. Like, a Pablo can come from like everywhere in the world. So, I mean, I had a guy in my class even who was named Pablo, so. So you think the yellow is beautiful. I wanted to bring a bit of warmth into the picture, which is why I added yellow in the first place, but it brings everything so much out of balance. And this needs to dry. Okay, I will leave this place alone because the paper is suffering. Ah, from Miami, sorry. I have no clue what time it is in Miami right now. Here it is 3 in the afternoon. Yeah, it is. And I like that codish reference. But then I thought it's like Christmas time and there should be warmth in there, so I added yellows. And yeah, sometimes you regret what you do. 7 a.m. in the morning. It's Anno Meridianis? No, ante before, okay. So you haven't even slept yet. You must be exhausted. You like the yellow flowers. I think I need another break. And then it will go on, because I started a lot earlier today. Oh, not really a lot, but I started earlier so I could make a huge shopping trip later, not for like clothing or anything, for the Christmas time, so I have enough stuff at home. So grocery shopping basically. Okay, I will explain one more thing to Pablo before I start the short break. Like you see this weird background. Come on, show it right. Where you have these thingies here. I did them by using medium, which is a mixture from linseed oil and paint thinner, and applied the paint very, very thickly with the medium to the paper. And it ran into each other, and because the thinner naturally dissolves so much faster than the linseed oil, it would leave these streams in there. So that's how that effect was created. Aww, let your girlfriend sleep. Alright, I will be right back. I hope you guys have a bit patience. I will hurry. white-mantled maven. Good night to you as well. I hope to see you around, and I hope to catch you in stream. Maybe I can give you some constructive criticism. Alright. Ah, Pablo is going as well. Goodbye, Pablo. I hope you catch some sleep. And don't annoy your girlfriend too much. So, where do I want to go on? I think I should go on with the shirt. Probably. Or will I put in some more lights? I would really like to use this brush for further... Good night, Pablo. I would really like to use that brush for further shading. Maybe I have another one like that. That's as broken. Nope. Not here anyway. So... maybe below all these tissues. I could use this one, actually. Okay, okay. I'm getting there slowly. I leave the chest area for a while as it is, so everything can settle down for a while. Dreamer Dog. Ah, that's the name. Thank you so much for the compliment. I actually don't know. I have always drawn, like even in like kindergarten. And a lot of my experience comes from drawing, actually. Picked up a lot of stuff there. So I'll leave this as it is. It is like in a sketchy area right now. I only started in 2012 with watercolor painting, so I'm not doing that like so long. Ah, yeah, like, alright, I'll just leave it as it is. I don't know what the kappa means in that situation. So if you want to know anything, please just ask. I could also start and apply like maybe you guys can help me a bit. So everyone in chat who is interested in helping me, let me know, please. Just very shortly. If I should, like her face is almost finished. You can see that here. But it doesn't have any yellows in there. I could add yellows still by blending them with white. Yeah. I was thinking about doing that to bring more of a uniformity to the picture, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. So please let me know what you think about that. Oops. No, that's gone. Yeah. No, I didn't want to use this brush for that task. Okay. guys sure are quiet today. Hey IPC! Finally, someone in the chat. How are you? How was your stream today? I saw you streamed, but I didn't join today because I had to say hi to Silicon Bleach. I haven't seen him in like 2 weeks. Here. No worries, Tutefae. Glad you are back. Awesome. Moonwitch came over and interviewed you. What kind of stuff did she ask you about? Alright. That thing doesn't want the same stuff as me, but it's okay. I hope you get like onwards with your housework, Tutefae. I know how annoying that stuff is. Where you do poetry. Too far, but never mind. I am seriously in doubt that I will ever be happy with this picture. When you wait for an answer. Did you ask me anything? I don't think so, right? So if it doesn't want to happen like automatically, I need to help it. Okay. What happened? Like not much today. Like I just don't think I will be happy with this, like ever. Have a look at this. So this is how far I have progressed so far. And if you check that with the reference below the picture, you can probably see why I'm dissatisfied with this. Alright. What kind of project, if I may ask? You don't need to answer that if you don't feel comfortable in doing so. Just because I'm interested. Oh, you're a freelance translator. That's so cool. That's very cool. Which languages do you like translate? English, and you need to know like a second. Is it French? Oh, you're planning to learn German. Let me know if I can help you in any way. Let me know. I have taught English like to, I think, 2 students. I had 2 students who couldn't speak German, and I tried to help them do that, so I mean, don't get me wrong, I paint creatures. I still like the idea of the picture. I just don't like what I did with it. Like everything is wrong. And if you see any way for me to correct that, please let me know so I don't throw it away like as soon as the stream ends. Yeah, I guess so. German is... I heard it is difficult for foreigners. Especially the articles. Whoa, you also speak Russian. You must be so talented in languages. I envy you for that. I really envy you. Like, not in a malicious way, but I wish I could get myself to learn all the languages I would like to be able to talk. Yeah, you may see it that way, but to me it is very special. I paint creatures, you just have to scroll below the stream. I don't have a command set for that. I'm sorry. I didn't even know there was a possibility of getting that to work. Makes sense though. A translation degree. Yeah, but that's... I mean, you do have a translation degree. I mean, I get the difficulties you get from that. Like not being a doctor of translating or anything. A language tandem. Oh, thanks. Thanks for teaching me stuff like that. I have a weird piece of stuff in here. Don't even know. Ah, it's from my... No, it's gone. Okay. All right. Those lights are not done yet. Like the cables still need highlights and stuff, but those are like the least of my concerns. My main concern are the colors. But you shouldn't like put a crazy amount of thought into that, actually. It might just be that I need a bit of distance from the piece and then it will come to me what is missing. At least I hope so. I really don't want to throw this away. I really wanted to do a Christmassy piece, and having like the light chain there, I really like the idea of the picture. I have no clue. Probably. But the deck background is far from dry, so I can't work on that right now because that would be one of the things I would have tried. Also, I really like the effect, but it's just too bright. Like the colors are most like you see them right now. The camera, like when the light is on there, you don't see it really. This is what it really looks like. And yeah, this is the rest of it. Anyways, I think I'm gonna stop today with this painting, give it some time to like rest and settle down. It will be a lot easier to work on that when the background is dry and I can maybe darken it a bit again. Thank you anyways for critiquing me. So far no one has dared yet. And I'm really happy that you are trying to help me. I really appreciate that. So I am going to look for someone to host right now. You are done for the day, right? I paint creatures. You're not doing any more streaming, right? To that. What about Suchi Kuchi? I heard she's amazing from several sources, basically. What is she doing today? Oh, she's tattooing herself, I think. Oh, what does she do? I paint creatures, please help me. Video Kid, I like her. Oh, she's gaming. I really want to stream someone who does art. So maybe I go with Coco. I think he's doing a lot better on his Christmas. I think she's tattooing herself. Yeah, Tutefe, I'm stopping the stream. I hope you don't mind. So, I won't be online tomorrow because Germans celebrate their Christmas on the 24th. So so why not? I haven't rated Suchi Kuchi yet, but I think I spell her wrong, pronounce her wrong. All right. Oh, she's getting back to leather working. I think that's perfect. I wanted to watch that anyway. So thank you so much for hanging around. Wrong chat, I paint creatures. You can shout out now. We are gonna host Suchi Kuchi. I hope you all have a pleasant day, and I hope we see each other in 2 days again, when I won't be doing anything for Christmas. So have a nice day, everyone. I hope you enjoyed a bit, and yeah, see you around.